Okay, welcome to a week of reading. It is Tuesday, so I'm starting this a little bit late. Also, my voice is really weird because I've been screaming for the FIFA World Cup for the last week. I also just want to bring your attention to the fact that I'm feeling very summery. I don't normally like summers, but I'm making an effort. $5, guys. $5. Okay? These are I found out about them because of an influencer I follow actually, but she's like a micro influencer. She's very cute. And she posted about these months ago, and then I ordered them, but my nails have been damaged from the last time that I went and got them done at a salon. If you were here then, if you remember from long ago, I went and got my nails done 2 times at this new salon I found when I moved to Texas, and the girl who did them, marvelous job. She was a saint. She was incredible job. Unfortunately, they renovated for 2-3 months, so they weren't around, and I was like, I'm not desperate to get my nails done, so I don't look for a new salon. When the renovations were done, literally the week that they were back, I went and got my nails done. And it was so crazy because the person who was doing them was like, oh, do you want to do this such and such type of gel instead? Because this one always chips off according to people. And I was like, no, I think I'll just do what I usually do, because I knew it was going to be more money and I didn't want to spend more money. And then I showed them the colors I wanted. It was going to be the exact colors from before. And they were like, yeah, sorry, we don't have those colors anymore. We changed our nail polish. Should have been the first red flag. Anyway, they did it. The day after, within 24 hours, my nails were chipping. And they were charging more after the renovations than what they were charging before the renovations too. So yeah, I'm not going back anymore. I found these ones. My nails have been damaged since then. That's why they're so short. But I found these ones online, and they're called Heyday, and this is the butter. Can you see? This is the butter me up color. But I didn't know this, otherwise I probably would. Actually, I wanted to try the yellow anyway because it's summery. But they have other colors, and I'm gonna try those ones too. It was very easy. They also have a LED lamp that's not even that expensive. Because technically you're supposed to put these in front of the sun, which is what I did. I went and I sat outside for 3 minutes, and it did feel differently. They were a lot stickier before because they weren't fully cured, I guess is what it's called. And then I went and sat outside in the sun, but I hadn't put sunscreen on my hand, and I was like, I don't want to every time I do my nails go have to sit in the sun like this. So I'm gonna probably get the little LED lamp. But anyway, that's a nail update, very unrelated to the vlog's point, but I'm here because it's been a while. I have been wanting to record video for the whole time I've been gone, to be honest, but I was traveling end of semester, and then there were some I don't know, whenever summer comes around I feel kind of low. I don't know how to explain it though, because it's also probably the heat. I have a problem with heat. It actually genuinely just not good for my body, not good for my mental health. So it's still getting hotter. We're not through that, but I was I want to make a video, and today was a good day. I summered today. I woke up, I went to the gym, I walked for 45 minutes because I didn't feel like doing anything else, and I also had a Pilates class scheduled for the afternoon, so I didn't want to push myself, because the last time I did a gym session and then I did Pilates, I could not keep up in Pilates, and it was awful and it was embarrassing. So I just walked, and then I went to the pool. I went to the pool for an hour and some change, and then I went to my Pilates class, and it was so fun. And in between that, I also watched the Egypt-Argentina game. I was rooting for Egypt. I don't want to talk about it. The point is, I'm here. I'm happy. I'm ready to talk about books. I don't know if the microphone's gonna catch it at all, but it's suddenly, it was so sunny in the beginning half of the day, and then from 4 or 5 p.m., my cat is screaming outside the door because she wants to be let in. She's fine, okay? She's just having FOMO like always. She just wants to come in and sniff around. Should I let her in? I know she just wants, but the thing is, if I bring her in and then I close the door again, she's gonna want to go out. So she's just gonna have to make do. I want to do a reading vlog with you guys today. I'm gonna do it a little bit differently than I have done in the past. So I've been reevaluating, not an official term, but I have been like thinking about how I've done like vlogs and stuff in the past and videos, and the problem that I have with the way I've made videos in the past, I'm scared to talk about what happens in the book because I'm scared that it's going to be spoilers, and then I'm scared that people are going to be mad at me and be like, girl, you gave away the plot. So I think what I'm going to do from this point forward is I'm going to say, I'll give you a slight spoiler warning for every single video, vlog, whatever that I make, and then I'm going to just let you know that there's a chance that I yap about something you don't want to know about the book. And then I'll just talk about what happens in the book as I'm reading it, and then, yeah. The door has been cracked open. The cat has been let in. Let's see if she's going to stick around or if she's going to leave now that she has the opportunity to. Anyway. So yeah, I'm going to give a overall general warning, and I'm actually taking this from Lexi Newly Nova. I think, love her videos. And she does this whenever she does her reading wrap-ups, and I like that because if I don't also do the same thing, I'm not going to want to talk about what's happening in the book, and then I'm going to feel like, what's the point even of the video if I'm not talking about the book and I'm just saying like, I mean, it's nice to like be like, I'm loving it, I'm hating it, whatever. I think she left. But I just want to go like deeper for some of the books and just talk about what's happening. Do you see the lightning? Without further ado, this is the reading vlog for July. And I'm reading The Witchwood Not by Olivia Atwater. If you remember, I think I talked about it. Maybe I didn't because I haven't done like reading wrap-ups in a really long time. I have a mid-year check-in that I'm planning to record hopefully before the end of July. That's Moosh, it's not a ghost. But I think this video will come out before that one. I'm reading The Witchwood Not. Half a Soul is also something that Olivia Atwater has written. And I am 36% of the way through. So far, it's about this girl, Winnie, who goes to a manor to be a governess for this lady, I keep forgetting her name, but she's gone to this manor to be a governess under false pretenses because she's actually there to do something else. We don't have the full details of what she's there to do yet, but there are fairies in the manor, and all this you find out at the beginning of the book anyway, but there's a fairy in the manor specifically, but there's more than one. But there's one, Mr. Quincy, that you meet kind of right off the bat, and she is trying to help the lady with her grandchild, Robert. At the same time, she has her own reasons for being there. This story is set in the same world as Half a Soul, but I read Half a Soul quite a while ago. I actually don't even remember when I read it. I know that I recognize the names and stuff when they bring it back, but I can't, like when they mention them, but I don't really remember who they were in all of it. The girl's name is Winifred Hall, but we know that that's not her real name because it comes out when she's like talking to Mr. Quincy and he thinks he's got her name and therefore she can't talk about fairies and him specifically because like he basically like orders them not to. That's where I'm at with the book so far. 36%. I feel like it is going like a lot. I feel like not a lot is happening, but the description and like the vibes of it are nice enough that I can kind of get behind that. Otherwise, in terms of the story, like since she's gone there, we're just kind of getting information, kind of like a mystery situation too, where we're figuring out like what it is that's happening here. The other thing I will say before I go, I want to go make a matcha real quick. I got myself I've been really getting back into journaling, like journalings of all kind. That's my journal that I got from my trip to Italy earlier in the summer, and then I have decided to give myself a reading journal. So I got this when I went to visit my brother in Atlanta a couple weeks ago, and then I just did this. It's very simplistic, but I'm hoping as time goes on I can like design them more color, whatever. And then so I'm trying, hopefully we'll see how it goes, but I'm trying to make notes on the books I'm reading for myself so that hopefully later on when I do reading wrap-ups, because I do want to bring those back. I miss doing them. They were really fun. I really don't know why I stopped. I think it's because like the first 6 months of this year I've not been reading a lot. It turns out that when a war is happening in your country, you don't really feel like reading as much as you would otherwise want to. That's ongoing, but I'm trying to force myself past the despair and to actually like keep living life. Yeah, that's where we're at, my reading journal. So let's go. I'm gonna make a matcha real quick and then I'm gonna sit and read. I hope to get to past 50% on this before nighttime, like before I sleep. I've been reading it for a few days now, but there were like 2 days in between that I did not read at all. So it's not the book's fault. It's a fast read. Welcome to Wednesday. I woke up and then went to the pool first thing. I was so excited because our neighborhood pool was empty. So relaxing, so quiet, because in the afternoons sometimes it gets like super busy. A little bit less summery today, but I guess you could say summer rain. Apparently it's gonna start raining again or something, but what's so weird is that yesterday after I recorded, I don't even think it actually ended up raining. It was just like lightning storms. So like lightning was in the skies, and like it was actually pretty incredible. A few of the times that I looked outside when it happened, it was like intense streaks of lightning in the sky. It never actually rained. Today it rained a little bit, and there's been thunder sounds for the last like 10, 15, 20 minutes. I finally took a shower because basically I went to the pool and then I went to the gym and then I ate lunch/dinner and then I just showered. I read a bunch at the pool. I'm at like, I think I'm almost to 80%, 79%. If you can see, I'm almost finished. I am hoping that I can finish it today. If I sit down and lock in and read, I might make myself another matcha later on tonight, but for now I have no other plans for the day. I just celebrated both her birthday and the day we got her. So we got her July 6th last year. And her birthday, according to her like little files, is sometime in July. It's like not super conclusive because she was a stray. So I got her a little cake. I didn't get her a cake. I made her a little cake and she ate the whole thing. This girl will not stop eating. If she gets the opportunity, she will eat forever. She was very happy, and so she's been extremely expectant since then. She starts screaming at me when I walk into the kitchen at night. She's expecting to get more food, but her vet said that she's a good weight and that I should just keep her on her current diet, even though she doesn't love that. But I have been a little more liberal with the treats since I got back from my trip because I missed her so much. I'm gonna go, I might actually read in bed. I brought my TV into the bedroom so that I could like play music and stuff in the evenings while I'm reading or just like decompressing. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. I also need to do some like skincare refreshal. Is that a word? I need to do the skincare refresh. I made the mistake of forgetting to put sunscreen anywhere except for my face when I went to the pool both yesterday and today. I don't know if you can tell, but this is not looking good. Do you hear that? It's pretty incredible. Moosh is unfazed. She just hates car sounds. We're being such a stinky.
Guys, this is like the 4th or 5th day I've come in a row, and last time I was here someone like literally brought this into the pool area, so I'm doing it now. Also, the pool is completely empty. I'm so psyched. I'm gonna sit here and read.
As you can probably tell from my background, it is cleaning day. It is also pouring, like incredible rain, like intense. I probably would not have actually sat down to give an update if it wasn't for this rain, because like I would have gone to the pool. Do you hear that? That's insane. But it's been like a few days. This does not feel, maybe summer rains. I don't know. I'm very undecided on what weather means in summertime, especially in Texas. I've been going to the pool pretty much like almost every single day. I accidentally got sunburned, which is not great because my body is just not used to being in the sun too much. But I got like aloe vera and I'm dealing with it. I finished the Witchwood knot. I won't give too many details about the ending because I don't think that it's something like I would want to know myself if I was watching like a vlog and stuff talking about it. God, I love thunderstorms though. But anyways, I finished Witchwood knot. The ending was, it was good. I actually wrote in my reading journal, I was like, it was a good ending. I like how everything wrapped up, but at the same time there was, it felt like such an easy solution to something that the stakes were so high for. So like for so much of the book, you feel like, oh my God, the stakes are so high. How are they going to get out of this? Whatever. I had some suspicions. And this was literally what ends up becoming the ending is something that I thought was going to happen. But then because they were making such a big deal about the situation that they're in and they're dealing with, I was like, oh, that's probably not the solution then, because like it's the most obvious solution, everybody's ignoring it. How do I say this? It felt like there was no payoff for all the race stakes that we were dealing with throughout the whole novel. It also did not feel super gothic. Again, could be because I had just finished reading Inamorata, but didn't feel as gothic as that one. Wasn't really spooky or scary. Didn't feel like super atmospheric vibey. I would still recommend reading it because it's still like a decent book. book, but like would I say it's like my favorite book or top of my recommendations? No, there's like other books that I would recommend before I would recommend this one. I'm so curious to know how the mic is picking up my voice as well as like the rain, the endless rain. That's all that which would not. But I started reading Paladin's Grace by Kingfisher, and I am, how much am I present? I'm 35% of the way through, and I'm really, really, really enjoying this. So basically this is about a paladin, which is basically kind of like a knight, but in this case he was sworn to a god, the Saint of Steel. Him and a bunch of paladins were sworn to the Saint of Steel, but then the Saint of Steel dies, and we don't know why, we don't know how, but a god has died. That's their god, their patron god, I would say. He dies and they don't really know what to do with themselves. A bunch of them go berserk, that's the word that they keep using, and basically are killed, die off, or they commit suicide and they are just gone. There are 7 of them left, and they are in the Temple of the Rat. That is so crazy. Oh my god. Should I not have recorded? But I like recording when it's raining like this. Like, I like the vibe and the ambiance. There are 7 of them left. They are in the Temple of the Rat, and they're kind of just like helping / paying debts because the people in the Temple of the Rat like help them, help take care of them and feed them and clothe them, especially since they don't have any more, like they don't have like a god, they don't really have a purpose. So our main character is Stephen. He's one of these 7, and at the beginning he is helping escort one of the, is it bishops? One of like the priests or bishops of the Temple of the Rat, and on his way away from there, because basically the priest is kind of like, I got this, it's our last stop, I'm probably gonna have to stay here till morning, so I'm gonna just go. And the whole time Stephen's like, oh my god, people are getting beheaded in this area, because that's like why he's going and escorting him. And he's like walking away, and then he runs into this girl, and the girl is running away from the motherhood, I think it's called. The temple or something about the mother, it's called the motherhood, but they're basically these like very scummy group that are like very rigid but also like unfair, and they kind of, it's actually so funny. So he like hides her because she's running from them. He hides her by pretending that like they're getting it on, because the district that they're in or near is like kind of like the red, what is it called in Amsterdam, the red district, I don't know. They're near there, and she's trying not to get caught by them, because if they get her, I guess they're gonna like arrest her or something like that. And so he helps her out by pretending like they're doing that so that the motherhood people will leave them alone. Afterwards, he tries to escort her back home. He finds out that she has a perfumery. I think that's when she tells him, and she's kind of like, I got you, like I got this, leave me be. And then she goes home and he goes home. Basically the story is mainly about like them thinking about each other, and like they like each other, but they're like shy about it. And it's so cute because they're both like, oh, he could never like me, and he's like, oh, she could never like me. And it's like this back and forth between the two of them that's really cute. And then now there's this like other element that's come into the story, where there's this like mystery that needs to be solved, because there was like the crown prince was visiting their city, and there was like a failed assassination attempt that seemed like it was intentionally set up to be a failure. That's kind of where we're at right now. I'm really loving this. I think that there's medieval atmosphere and like vibes, but there's also like very modern dialogue, and you would think that that wouldn't super mesh well, but I feel like it works really well, and it adds like an element of like just like not like coziness, but like also like just it's so sweet, because like they I don't know, there's like they'll literally be like or like whatever, and it's just cute the way that they talk. I also really love the details of both the characters, the central characters, because Stephen is a paladin that knits pink socks. That's him. And then Grace is a perfumer. She like makes perfumes. She makes perfumes, and she like, wait, what's the rest of her personality? That's it, right? That's it. 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 She's like a very talented perfumer, and she lives with like a spy. Like, it's actually so cute. I am so excited to continue reading this. I'm probably going to take advantage of the rain that we're having right now to sit and like read and just like get cozy. And I will give you guys an update next time. Hopefully, if I can lock in, I can like finish it by tomorrow night, and that would be nice because then I'd finish 2 books in this vlog, which is like very pleasing to me. Excuse me. I'm trying to build momentum so that like even if I do start reading books that I'm not as excited about, or I'm like just kind of picking up at random, I'll be more likely to continue reading it because I've like built that momentum up, if that makes sense. It is raining really badly. We were gonna go to like a fan fest thing too, to watch the Norway-England game. I'm rooting for Norway, but I don't know if we're gonna be able to do that because this rain kind of came on pretty suddenly. And it's so funny because like, oh my God, that lightning was so... You guys, the storm is like insanely close to me. It's like insanely close to me. I'm like grinning ear to ear. I really like it, but also I hope it's gonna be safe. The thing about Houston or Houston weather specifically is that it'll say it's gonna rain for like 10 days straight, but then it doesn't actually rain. And then sometimes it says it's gonna rain and then it ends up pouring like this, even though the morning was like all sunny and fine, which it was. I literally had to go like run a couple errands this morning and it was not even like, it didn't even look super cloudy. Literally, I was like driving home and I was like, should I go swimming? And then 30 minutes later, it's pouring. Okay, anyway. Yo, this is crazy. Insane. Hello, guys. Sorry to say that I did not get the chance to check in at the end of the week. It's been a little bit of time since like I recorded everything else, but I did finish Paladin's Grace, which is the second book in the vlog that I was trying to read, and I'm very happy to report that I loved it. It was so good. It was so cute. I really like the balance between like the coziness and the mystery versus the parts that are actually kind of like scary, like just events and like creatures that are a little bit freaky deaky, but I really liked it. I actually ended up picking up Paladin's Strength almost immediately right after. It was funny. I started reading Into the Blue and I'm still reading that one. Then like I was like, I'm kind of still in the mood for like fantasy, not in the real world, with which Into the Blue is very like realistic fiction / romance. So I picked up Paladin's Strength and I'm reading that right now and I'm really enjoying it so far. Let me know if you have read either of those books. If you've read Paladin's Strength or the other books as well, I'm interested to know, spoiler free, but I'm interested to know if it stays really good. So far, Paladin's Strength is eating it up, so I love it so far. And then also the other one, was it Witchwood Not? I think it was Witchwood Not. Read Witchwood Not or Half a Soul. I do recommend Witchwood Not if you liked Half a Soul. If I'm being honest, between the two of the books that are both by Olivia Atwater, I really liked Half a Soul. I think I kind of liked it more. I did listen to it as an audiobook. Don't know if that affected my enjoyment of it more or less. That is something to note. The audiobook was really good. That experience was really good. But Witchwood Not itself was pretty good too. Like, it was an entertaining read. I don't feel like it was a waste of my time, which usually that's like the bar for me, is like a book is really bad if I feel like I wasted my time with it, and I did not feel that way with Witchwood Not. It was enjoyable. Definitely recommend both books that I read in this vlog. This is where I'm going to leave you. I'm very glad that I read 2 books during this vlog. I feel like my rate of reading has just kind of like slowed down a little bit this year, which personally I feel like it's understandable. It's just a lot going on, and my ability to focus has been a little bit affected by like different things that are not in my control. But what is in my control is to show up every day, even for a couple pages, and read, which is something that I am like really holding on to for myself. And I'm very glad that I was able to do that and finish 2 books. I think that's what I'm going to leave you with. Hopefully I'll be back with another video very soon. I'm planning a couple of like recommendation videos. I got a couple comments, people asking for like different types of recommendations. So I do have that coming out soon. I'm working on it. And yeah, I will see you guys in another video very soon. Goodbye.